All right, hello. This is analog interview prep for both applications and design. And one thing you may be asked is about compensators or poles and zeros with op amps. So a very common circuit is a resistor here, your op amp in a 30 configuration. This is plus, this is minus, and it's negative feedback. This is R1, for instance. This is R2. And then we're going to add a capacitor. And we'll call this C1, right? So what is the gain? And what they're really asking is what is the OD plot, right? So now you have a resistor and a capacitor here. So the gain is frequency dependent. Now the good news is that the gain is still a function of VO, VI still, right? That's the gain, is VO over VI. And it turns out that this is still just the negative of the feedback and Rn. So R1 equals Rn, and R2 in parallel with C1 is going to equal Z feedback. So what is this number here? Z feedback ends up being, if we take 1 over C1 is the impedance of the capacitor, and R2 is just the impedance of the resistor, then you get R2 over 1 plus S C1 R2. And then you have Rn is just equal to R1. So then the gain, which I'll write down here, A equals just the gain we had before, minus R2 over R1. And then we have another factor over here, which is 1 over 1 plus SC1 R2. And so we still have the same gain. And then there's this other factor. And this other factor doesn't really kick in until we reach what's in the denominator over here, this part. This is called the pole. And so the pole equals 1 over C1 R1. This is omega pole. And so what you'll end up with is a Bode plot that looks like this, where this gain here is R2 over R1, and then it'll decrease when it hits a frequency of 1 over C1 R1. And again, this is in omega. If you get that in frequency, F is always equal to 2 pi of omega. And so if you wanted it in frequency in hertz rather than rads per second, you'd have to do omega divided by 2 pi. All right, hope that helps. Bye-bye.